So, I love collecting Transformers figures, and I love being part of the collector community, but if there's one thing the community is really good at, it's complaining about the figures. We complain about the paint, we complain about the lack of accuracy, the lack of posability, all that stuff, and of course it's just because we love it. But I wanted to balance that negativity with some positivity, and make a series of videos where I talk about my favorite figures, and what I love about them, and what they got right. The first figure I've chosen is 2007 Protoform movie Optimus Prime. This is one of my favorite figures for a number of reasons. First off, I really love his design. I liked the direction they took in the first movie, where they were trying to make the Transformers as realistic as possible, in the sense that they emphasized that these guys are aliens, right? So on Cybertron, they're not going to have wheels on them, they have weird alien legs and shapes, and the Protoforms to me are the pinnacle of that decision. So we have here Optimus, and he looks super alien, very much unlike we had seen in any other Transformers media before. He looks like he could be from a totally different franchise. I feel like if you showed someone this before the first movie came out and told them that this is going to be a future Optimus Prime figure, they would be completely bewildered. And yet, he still kind of looks like Optimus Prime to me. They've managed to kind of homage the windshields here in a way that these are not windshields, but, you know, they fit the place of them. And his head, despite looking very alien and different, still kind of has an Optimus silhouette to it, which is cool. The feet and legs are probably the most creative part, that are the most alien. I also like these pieces here that kind of look like wheels. He's also got him up here on the sides of his thighs, just to kind of give you the impression that he could become what he does become, which is the 2007 Optimus design. Another reason this is one of my favorite figures, which is a reason for a lot of my favorite figures being my favorite, is his posability. He's got ball joints for his feet, so he kind of has some ankle tilt and a lot of freedom there. Huge freedom on his legs, thigh swivel, really deep knees. He's got this awesome waist joint, which allows him to do like an ab crunch, turn around, everything like that. And like most waist joints, is part of his transformation. He's got a full range of motion with his arms pretty much. He is a little bit inhibited right there, but his shoulder can turn around, got a pretty good range of motion there. And again, partially because of his transformation, his head can move up and down a little bit, giving him a little bit of an ability to look upwards. His posability is the main reason why I used him in my Prime vs. Megatron stop motion. Another part of what makes him kind of recognizable as Optimus is the fact that he's got a blaster, and I like this blaster design a lot because it looks alien, but it's still clearly very much a handheld blaster like Optimus should have. And it's also got these cool folding pieces, so it's really cool the way it stores. I really dig the way it kind of folds up and then can expand. I also just this year got the repaint of him, which is Optimus in more G1 colors, and I think that this repaint really illustrates how good this mold is in terms of portraying an Optimus Prime who is pretty unique. If I was to gripe about the original design at all, I would say that they probably should have gone with these colors in the beginning, because all of the visual designs are enough to make him look alien, but there's no real reason why he couldn't have already been red and blue, right? But I guess they're trying to go the extra mile and just make everything, you know, as far away from a human vehicle color as possible. Now, in terms of his alternate mode, I don't think about this guy's alternate mode much because I mostly have him for his robot mode, but they did manage to give him a pretty solid Meteor mode, I guess you would call it. This represents how he was supposed to come to Earth. I like the placement of the Autobot symbol up here. And yeah, it has almost nothing to do with why this guy is one of my favorite figures, but it's a pretty well executed alternate mode all the same. I also have to give a shout out to the little fiery blast effect he comes with, which looks great attached to the gun and also very creatively doubles as a fiery trail for his Meteor mode, which is a really nice touch in my opinion. But yeah, the extreme posability and unique design are the reasons why 2007 movie Protoform Optimus is one of my favorite figures.